My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. Always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby. I can give you everything you want. Everything you want.
Climbing all four walls in my apartment. I can't spend another second with my brain. Gotta get up and get out, but there's a problem. Every time I go outside, I see your face. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side. All day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright. Where'd you go, babe? Can't you see that I need company? I'm losing it, losing my way. Only get through when it's you plus me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Honestly, can't you just call me? Where you at, where'd you go, babe? Let let me fix my mistakes. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side, all day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright, we gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way, yeah. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, still missing you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, still missing you. Yeah. Oh. I'm still missing you. Still missing you. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, still missing you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, still missing you.
Lately I've been feeling like somebody else. Heard you're moving on with someone new. My friends keep telling me that it was for the best, but I don't know if I will make it through. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. Girl, I know we said some things we didn't mean, but thought that we could figure this one out. Hate the fact that our love now is separate, but maybe someday you will realize. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start,
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught.
I've been working overtime like crazy, just to show you how I really feel. Haven't had a single day off duty, just to show you that my love is real. Do you even care when I stay? Oh baby, can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh baby, I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me? Oh, I hope that someday you will notice every little thing I do for you. Like the time I went to buy you flowers, 'cause you said your favorite one is blue. Do you even care when I stay? Oh baby, can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh baby, I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet.
Cameras up. What up, y'all? Let's take it live on TikTok. We're about to drop some truth bombs on y'all tonight. See the truth bomb? This is home of the truth bombs. Bring shame
I
back.
just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when
I am
you will
sleepy.
see that I'm falling hopelessly in love
Oh,
with you,
thank you.
'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me?
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Welcome to another episode of High Value Shan, where not only Shan High Value, man, so is the content. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I want to remind you guys to, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to move this lower third up. I did another one. Hold on. Let me try something real quick, y'all. I meant to do this. Let's replace this asset with the new asset. Where did I put that file? Oh, I know where I put it. Hold on. Here we go. So we called it a upper third. Boom. There we go. Moved it up and added it, made it a little bit transparent. Drop my chair some. There we go. Shout out to everybody over at TikTok. I appreciate you guys coming on in. You guys are watching me live on YouTube. We are also live at TikTok. Tonight we are talking about bringing shame back. Bringing shame back. I am from the old school, ladies and gentlemen. I am 52 years old. I was born in 1972. Not 82, not 92. I was born in 72. I was born during a time where the teachers could swat you if you got in trouble. Not too many of you guys even heard of that. You can't even imagine a time. Many of you guys cannot imagine an era where your principal could whoop your butt if you acted up in school. That's where I was. That's the time that I was in school. My principal, I remember elementary school, had a SWAT, had a paddle. You know, it's like a ping pong paddle, but bigger. It's like take a ping pong paddle, imagine ping pong, but just make it bigger, right? And it had holes drilled in it. And the reason it had holes drilled in it, it's so it moves swiftly through the air, faster than a ping pong paddle. And you got your ass swatted, pow, by the principal if you acted up in school. Now, teachers are not allowed to even hug a child. And I understand that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I realize that there's a lot of problems with some of these adults that are doing inappropriate things with children. But, you know, the whole, it takes a village to raise a child. That whole, you know, I don't want to call it a cliche. That saying is something that they took serious when I was growing up in the 70s and the 80s. I mean, hell, I was 8 years old in the 80s, 1980. And we were getting third, fourth grade, we was getting our butts whooped by the principal. Our neighbors could whoop your butt when I was growing up. Now a teacher cannot even touch you because parents are so hypersensitive about how their children are talked to and the safe spaces that are necessary, and the fact that parents do not want any other adult whatsoever giving any kind of disciplinary action to their child, because oftentimes parents think that their children do no wrong. The thing is, that has manifested into adulthood for a lot of people. And now there's a lot of people who think that they do no wrong, even though they do. And so tonight we're going to discuss this, man. We're going to talk about bringing shame back, because I think it's necessary. When I was in the military, drill sergeants can talk shit to you. They can rough you up. You know, I enlisted in the Army, United States Army, in 1991. 1991 is when I joined the Army. I was 19 years old. From what I understand now, basic training and boot camp is nothing like it was There's safe. Okay, I can't imagine safe spaces in the Army. Why do we need safe spaces in the military where we're teaching young men and women how to kill people and protect the nation? That has made. Do you guys understand? You ever heard the term snowflake? Do you know what the term snowflake is? Like when somebody says that's, oh, you're a snowflake, or these are a bunch of snowflakes. Put in the chat if you guys know what a snowflake is. What's up, Chaos? Good to have you here, bro. Hoo-ah! What up, Ebo Sosa? It's good to have you here, man. What time do I go live? I go live normally at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Today, we had a lot of stuff going on downtown at my office, so I had to push things back. And I did the Check This Out show this evening, and now I'm just catching up. So I know what time is this? 10 o'clock now? It's a little after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So what, 3 hours late? I know, man. Consistency. See, I need you. You know what I need, Chaos? I need you to shame me for not being here on time. Bring shame back. I need to be shamed for not being here on time. Starting this show 3 hours late is unacceptable. It's 1 o'clock where you at. My bad. My bad, dog. I figured, most of y'all will be part of the replay game. Give you a wrench. Okay, I'm not on. I'm in Ecamm right now. I'll throw you a wrench when I get back to YouTube. Yes, Chaos. I need to be shamed for being here late, man. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. TikTok is full of people. I'm over here at the TikTok gang. What's up, TikTok? Shame needs to be brought back everywhere. When you think of Instagram, when you think of TikTok, when you think of all the classless, shameless, half-naked pictures and things that's on the internet, one of the problems is there's too many simps in the comments. There was a time when I was growing up that you had to earn the privilege to see a woman half naked. A man had to earn the privilege to see what a woman's derriere looked like, what her beautiful form was like, what her skin was like, what her behind was like. You had to earn that, man. You didn't just get it because you had an Instagram account. You didn't get that simply because you had a TikTok account, an account on X, Facebook. You had to earn the privilege and the right to be able to witness and experience and enjoy the physique of a woman. Men, we worked hard for that. We worked hard for that. But now, everybody can get it. The internet, to a degree, is a gift and a curse. It's a blessing in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, it's hurting people. And with that dopamine hit, that hormone of getting likes and comments and people loving on somebody else's photo from a distance and people seeing that and falling for it, it drives the need for attention. And women particularly have a need for attention. And so next thing you know, more and more clothes come off. More and more people, women, become naked. And more men, thirsty, desperate, hungry. And I believe half of these people are bots. I believe that a lot of these people are not real people. I believe it's a lot of computer and a lot of AI generated that's making people think that they're getting these likes and comments. Because think about it. When you guys argue, even on TikTok, when you guys are arguing with people, do you ever notice that it's always somebody with like 3 followers, no profile picture, brand new account? You would think that maybe it's a burner account or an account that somebody's not really using. But I think that the internet is full of bots and AI that has everybody going and getting upset. So you got to be careful who you argue with. But ladies, let me be clear. You have to be careful on these likes and comments and hearts that you're receiving. Now, it is full of a lot of dudes in the comments that think that they're going to get a chance to be with you. And I know that drives you to continue to be naked. I know it drives you to continue to be naked on the internet and say the wildest and the craziest shit. But also be careful, because a lot of those things are fake and is exposing you and putting you in a vulnerable state that's not going to be conducive to your prosperity in the future. It's just not. Think about it. So tonight we're going to dive into it, guys. We're going to dive into it. We're going to talk about why we need to bring shame back. You see, these modern safe spaces and shamelessness is coddling us into weakness. This is what I meant by snowflake. Have you ever heard of the term snowflake? When somebody says, oh, these are just a bunch of snowflakes, you know what it is? It's people who melt under pressure. And I'm here to argue that we need to toughen up, men and women. We need to do it with starting on how we live and the things that we accept. What's up, Double Twins? What's up, Mayor 963? Glad to have you here. What's up, MR? Hey, Danielle. Shout out to the TikTok game. Snowflakes are people who melt under pressure, who get triggered by every little thing. Crash outs. Oh my God, I'm freaking out because you said something or you called me a name, or, you know, we used to have nursery rhymes that was crazy that you cannot say today because people will be freaking out and crashing out because they're snowflakes. But to be honest with you, that built a mental toughness in my generation, Generation X. You see, shame used to be a signal that if you mess up, you feel it and you fix it. You mess up, we talk shit about you, you feel it and you fix it. You were enticed to fix the problem because people pointed it out to you. But now we got these safe spaces where no one's allowed to feel bad about anything. Participation trophies. How many of you guys receive participation trophies and participation awards? Just for participating, you get an award. You didn't win, by the way. You lost. Your efforts sucked. You didn't win the game, but you got an award for just playing the game. It's killing our mental toughness, ladies and gentlemen, because growth comes from facing hard truths. Your growth comes from facing hard truths, not hiding from them. Don't hide from the hard truths. Face them. MR says everybody win, but he didn't play. You see, without shame, ladies and gentlemen, there's no accountability. Now, we all know accountability is, what do they say? Accountability is like kryptonite to some. You know, we talk about how we say in many cases, women are allergic to accountability. I say men and women are allergic to accountability today. We got a lot of soft guys out there who won't own up to their mistakes. It's weird to me because as far as I'm concerned, when you own up to your mistakes, when you are your biggest critic, you empower yourself and you give nobody ammunition to talk shit about you. Has anybody ever seen the movie 8 Mile with Eminem? Do you guys remember the movie 8 Mile with Eminem? So there was a scene in the movie 8 Mile. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. There was a scene in the movie 8 Mile where he was getting ready to go in a rap battle, Eminem himself, with a character named Papa Doc. Papa Doc. It was either Papa Duck or Papa Doc. I think it was Papa Doc, like Doctor, D-O-C. And the strategy that Eminem used during this rap battle in the movie 8 Mile was, I'm going to talk shit about myself so bad that you won't have anything to say about me when it's your turn to rap against me. Thank you, MR. It's Doc.
Hoo-ah!
I'm going to talk about myself so bad that when it's your turn to rap against me, you won't have anything to say. So Eminem went up there. I should have clipped this. Eminem went up there. He was like, yeah, I am trailer trash. And you did, I do live with my mom in a trailer, and your crew did screw my girl, and I am this, and I am uneducated. He was talking all kind of shit about himself, during his rap. He only had 2 minutes. So the first minute and a half, he was just dissing himself, saying, my homeboy did shoot himself in the leg. He was just dissing himself. He was talking about his crew. He was talking about his living conditions. He was talking about how poor he was. He was talking about how his girl was cheating on him. He was talking about how he had no money. He was broke. And then the last 30 seconds, after he dissed himself for a minute and a half in this movie 8 Mile with Eminem, while he was going on that rap battle. Right, MR. MR says he left that dude looking goofy. He didn't know what to say. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. He went up there and he dissed himself so bad that his competition didn't have anything bad to say about him because he already said it. He would have looked stupid to turn around and repeat the things that he already called himself out on. So he spent the last 30 seconds of his 2-minute piece. Guys, just all you got to do really is type rap battle 8 Mile on YouTube to watch that one clip. And if you have seen the movie, I know you haven't seen it in a long time, go get a refresher. That was a masterclass. That one scene was a masterclass on how you can really kill any arguments with anybody else and destroy them, because what you do is you remove all ammunition from somebody else to talk shit about you because you are your worst critic. Eminem spent the first minute and a half talking shit about himself and then spent the last 30 seconds destroying his competition and telling his competition about the problems that they have. The things that they don't, he was saying your name is Clarence, and Clarence has some real good parents, and talking about how, he just dissing his competition. And then when he gave the mic to Papa Doc to come back at him, Papa Doc had planned to diss him. The problem is everything that Papa Doc was going to say to Eminem in this movie 8 Mile during the scene was already said by Eminem himself. He already dissed himself. What up, Theo? My man Theo in the house. He already dissed himself. When you talk and openly admit where you fuck up in life, when you screw up, TikTok family, when you screw up, YouTube family, and you are your biggest critic, you remove all opportunities for other people to talk shit about you. What up, Jay? Without shame, there's no accountability, ladies and gentlemen. People are allergic to accountability. But one of the, and this is, maybe I'll do a different class on this, but one of the best things you can do for yourself is be your biggest critic. Do not let anybody else talk more shit about you than you talk shit about you. Don't let anybody Listen, don't let anybody tell you about the things that you already know is a problem with yourself. Accountability. There is none without shame. You guys remember the TV show? I'm thinking about all these movies and TV shows. You got to watch 8 Mile with Eminem. That's a scene that is that scene is a full masterclass on how you can annihilate all your competition during your next argument. Fellas, if you're getting in an argument with your girl, ladies, if you're getting in an argument with your man, let your girl or your man or whoever it is know all your problems before you let them know about what the fuck they're doing. You shut down gaslighting almost instantly. It's certainly deflection. You shut it down instantly when you are your biggest critic. But nowadays, people are dodging consequences and they're coasting through life. What up, Daryl? That's right, the reverse Uno card, Daryl. Hit him with the reverse Uno card. In the military, they used to teach us, make sure you compliment somebody. Like if you needed to correct a soldier, because people were so butthurt and such fucking snowflakes and under pressure, you would melt. If you needed to get your troops to do a particular thing, being harsh started to not work around the 90s. I don't think it works at all today because everybody's soft. But what we were instructed in PLDC, which was Primary Leadership and Development course, before I became a non-commissioned officer, we were taught that when you are ready to correct a soldier on behavior or something that they need to do, compliment them first. Give them a compliment on something that they're doing good. Say, hey, you know what? I really appreciate how you're here on time every day. You're one of the first soldiers in formation every morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. But I do want to talk to you about something that you're not doing. And then once you compliment a soldier on what they're doing good, you roll into the main topic and let them know where they're fucking up at. The International Quiet Storm's in the house. Hoo-ah! My man, I appreciate you, brother. What you do is you talk to your soldiers and you let them know what you're doing right first before you tell them what they're doing wrong. Think about this with your children. I don't know how many parents out there are watching this show. Your children are doing something wrong and you want to talk to them about it. You know what? Let me tell you what you did right. I appreciate how you vacuumed the floor. I appreciate how you made your bed. I appreciate how you took the trash out, son. I like how you did your homework without being told. But let me tell you what you did wrong. And so in the military, they taught us, tell your soldier what they're doing right before you tell them what they're doing wrong. Then let them know what they're doing wrong, because it will be more palatable for them to, and they'll be more encouraged to do the right thing. If you tell your soldiers what to do on being better, they'll receive it because you've already given them compliments and you've recognized the things that they're doing good. I'm sure Theo does this. My partner Theo, who's in the chat, he has a lot of students. And some of his students are lazy. He teaches IT and cloud computing and networking and everything about making money from your laptop, sitting on a toilet anywhere in the world. You can make $100,000 or more if you do everything that Theo tells you to do. One of the problems that Theo's having with some of his students is that they're getting lazy. They're letting the world get involved in their day-to-day, and they're missing out on, they're not getting their certifications. There's a lot of problems. They're getting discouraged. I believe that Theo sometimes let them know what they do right before Theo gets in their ass about what they're doing wrong. This is something that you could do with your kids. This is something you could do with your spouse, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend. You know, baby, I really like how you do it. You know, think about sexual between the sheets. You know, I really like that thing you do, but next time, hoo-ah! Baby, I really like, you know, that thing you do when you turn over and you move it a certain way. You know, where's my sound effects? I like it when you turn over and, you know, and we doing our thing. I'm taking you to Pound Town. I like that. But let me tell you, you gotta, I feel your teeth too. You gotta, baby, when your teeth, you gotta open your mouth a little. I don't like that. But let me tell you what I do like. Sometimes you got to tell your girl what she's doing right, brothers, before you let her know what she's doing wrong. Sometimes. That's what they taught me in the military. To motivate your troops to move, you got to give them a compliment before you give them a correction. And then you end it with a compliment. And then you end it with a compliment. Once you give them some correction on what they can do better. Once you talk to somebody and letting them know what they can do better in a particular thing, it could be an employee of yours. It could be maybe you're a supervisor and you have a subordinate, because we got a lot of snowflakes out here that can't take the heat. So what you do is when you talk to your employee, when you talk to somebody that works for you at your job that's under you, tell them what they're doing right, then let them know what they're doing wrong, and then follow it up with something else that they're doing right. It builds trust, and they'll be willing to listen to you a little bit faster and will execute the correction a little bit easier if you do it that way. It's just a tactic. It's just a tactic. But what we don't want is people coasting through life, dodging consequences, slipping and sliding through accountability. And they never build the grit to handle real setbacks in life. Did you guys see that girl that was running track this past weekend? Did you guys see that young girl? They were running track and they had a batons. They was running. It was a relay race coming around the corner. And that girl raised her hand and hit that girl in the back of the head with that baton. Did you guys see that? It happened just this past weekend. It happened just this past week. She was running and her emotions flared up and she hit that girl in the back of the head. Now, listen, whether she meant to do it or not, I believe she meant to do it. The video was clear. Did you guys see how her parents reacted? Her parents did not. The girl that got, first of all, the girl that got hit was diagnosed with a concussion. I don't really see how you got a concussion because the baton is so light. They're like 2 ounces. But the girl got hit in the back of the head with that baton, fell down to the side. The girl did not console her when she fell. That's why I feel that's another reason why I feel it was super intentional. But the girl and her family that got hit, the victim, did not press charges yet. And they were saying, can we get an apology? The young girl that hit her in the head did not even apologize. She didn't apologize to her. She didn't say, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you with this baton. I know we were running and I was upset that you was in front of me and I was losing. And so I hit you in the back of the head with a baton. In this case, the truth bomb. I hit you with the truth bomb in the back of the head. Pow! And did not issue an apology. The problem here is that her father, if you want to call him that, and her mother did not require her, that young lady, to apologize to that girl that hit her. What those parents are failing at as parents is that they are not building the grit in that daughter to be able to handle shit that's going to come down the pike in the future. As an adult, that girl's they're failing her as parents, in my opinion. Right, John Waters 153 over at TikTok. The worst part of what I witnessed, no one paused to check on her. Exactly. Nobody even checked on the girl that got hit. And after, what up, Philip? It's good to see you here, bro.
Hoo-ah!
After she got hit, the father was more concerned about going home, people hating. He said something about, yeah, I don't want to drive home from a 3-hour track meet and everybody hate me from seeing just a small clip. And then the mother was like, I don't care. I don't need them. You know what the mom said? Because the parents were interviewed on Monday. The mother said, yeah, I don't need to see 1 video or 2 videos or 10 videos. I know my daughter didn't mean to do that. That's what the mom said. I couldn't believe it, man. There's no universe. There's no world where I will not have my son apologize. You know what? That's the difference between daughters. And, I'm not going to relitigate this because I already talked about it on yesterday's show. But there's no world that I can foresee myself not making my child apologize for hitting his competition in the back of the head with a baton during a track race. I don't care if he meant to do it or not. I do not care if my child meant to hit them or not. The fact is, you hit them. Whether it was an accident, whether you tripped, whether your shoes were untied, whether you got upset that you were losing, I don't give a damn why you hit them. The reality is you hit them, you apologize, and her parents didn't make her do that. And that is the problem with a lot of people today. The shame is not even in the households. And so these kids are growing up and then they get into adulthood and everything falls apart. They meet people like me in a position of power who's not going to, tolerate that shit. I'll send you home real quick. These women are getting in relationships with men who are not tolerating this bullshit. I mean, come on. Let's keep it 100. That's right, Sue V. The daughter reflects her parents' attitude. Exactly. And so what's happened, this is the reason why this is such a great discussion with the track meet thing, is because when you got your parents confirming basically your bad behavior, it translates into how you are going to treat your employer when you get a job as an adult. And now your employer is like, you know what? I believe that you were supposed to turn in that expense report by 5 p.m. on Wednesday. We gave you an extra week beyond what you were supposed to do it, and you didn't do it. What's going on? And now all you got is excuses and explanations, and it was this, and this is the reason why, and because my chair is broken, and because my keyboard isn't working, and you guys aren't giving me the tools I need to do my job, and all this nonsense excuses. And then when they get fired, you know what happens? They blame the job instead of blaming themselves for not doing what they were supposed to do, because nobody can be corrected today. Students can't be corrected. Wives can't be corrected. Fathers can't correct their sons. The race didn't even slow down. Exactly, John. We are raising a generation that crumbles at criticism instead of rising to it. We are raising a generation of people who crumble at criticism. They kowtow and they get sunken. They go into the sunken space and they just sit there instead of rising to it and saying, I did what? What happened? Okay, no problem. You'll never see that again. How many women will say to her boyfriend or husband, baby, I'm sorry for doing that. I promise to do better. Not after the argument, not a day later, not after 2 hours of going back and forth, but the moment that she is brought, that her behavior is brought to her attention. I'm talking at the moment that something is brought to her attention about something that she did wrong. How often do you see her stop, reflect as to what she did? How many young men under age 40, when corrected about his behavior, he stops and says, and does some self-reflection and says, you know what? You're right. I apologize for that. You won't see that again from me. How many people do you know accept correction at the moment that is given to them? It's tough. It's tough to do that. I get it. It's embarrassing to be corrected, to be told that you fucked up. It's embarrassing to be told that you screwed up. It is. But it's necessary. And it's, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. It's tough to correct people. Because, you know, you don't want to see anybody bent out of shape or get hurt or get all emotional. But gentlemen, ladies, we need to bring shame back. Remember the days that Big Mama used to let the women know? Like, I know women don't wear stockings anymore. Remember the day that women wore stockings? I ain't talking about, but do you see, Big Mama used to let you know about what she felt. She used to tell you Big Mama used to tell you, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Where are you going looking like that?
Welcome to the real world.
Thank you for the subscribe. Big Mama used to tell you, don't you dare go out my house looking like that. That doesn't happen anymore. Now you see videos where the father's upset at what the daughter's wearing and mom is encouraging it and she looked like a... People are crumbling at criticism instead of rising to become better. Instead of doing better, accepting accountability for your mistakes, taking note of it, and fixing and correcting the problem, people are looking for more people to confirm their fuck-ups. And it's ruining a whole generation of people. And I see it getting worse every day. We see it. Come on, TikTok. Come on, TikTok. Talk to me. You could scroll your page. I know TikTok has cleaned up a lot of stuff, but you could scroll your page and you could just see people. I'm not talking about the cutesy little dances, but I'm talking about some of the crass stuff. It's wild. Parents can't even parent anymore. Did you hear about the little girl that called 911 on her mom because she ate her ice cream? That was yesterday. Yesterday, a little 4-year-old, 4 years old, called 911 on her mother. 2 police officers arrived to the home. to discover that the 4-year-old called 911 because the mom ate her ice cream. Now, the crazy thing is the 911 dispatcher actually dispatched the police. Now, they made it all fun, and the police took a picture with the daughter. And it was like, I think it was 2 female cops that showed up, and they took a picture with the little girl. But the reality is, and I mean, all you got to do is Google it. It's just a little girl, 4-year-old, calls 911 on mom because mom ate her ice cream, and the little girl was mad about that. Oh, I wish a child of mine would call the police. I'm in Los Angeles. I wish a child of mine would call LAPD to my house because I ate ice cream that I bought for my child because I felt like eating it. That's what happened yesterday. That's what happened yesterday. We're building a generation of people who feel that they can never do no wrong. Which, you know what? Let's talk about the role of feminism and shamelessness. You see, a lot of our beautiful young women were sold a lie. They were. The lie that was sold was you can do whatever you want to do. No judgment. Does anybody remember the slut walk? Amber Rose. You know, Amber Rose denounces that. She hates that she ever did that. But we knew the writing was on the wall when she was doing it. Women were sold a lie in a lot of cases that you can do whatever, no judgment. And what that did was it stripped away shame, which was a guardrail. Shame was a guardrail. And now we got hookup culture on steroids. People are having sex as a handshake today. Instead of getting to know somebody, knowing their first name, last name, their middle name, their family situation, what's their favorite colors, people are having sex before they learn anything about each other. They have sex first and then get to know each other. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a problem. I have contributed to this problem. I don't do it anymore, but I have contributed to it. The thing is, our ladies were told that this was empowerment. It's empowering. It's empowering to treat sex like a handshake. You don't need to know his name. You don't need to know his name. You don't need to know his real name. You just need to know his producer name, his street name, his rapper name, his stage name. And that's leaving our young ladies hollowed out. It is. Let's keep it real, man. Sexual liberation. That's feminism 5.0. That's the 5th iteration of feminism. Sexual liberation, and you can do what you want, as much as you want, with whoever you want, your body, your choice. No consequences. And it's unfortunately leaving people hollowed out. That's not, we need relationships. People need to understand who they're talking to. You know, these endless hookups, they're not free. STDs, unplanned pregnancies, the unaliving of our children. It's not free. There's a price to pay for hookup culture. And unfortunately, ladies, you bear the brunt of the physical fallout much more than men do. You do. And when we have shame, which we need to bring back, that's right, Melanin Butterfly, everything costs. Exactly. Okay, Pojas, it's a bad foundation. Yes, the parents, parenting. Shame used to protect us from this stuff, man. Now it's, live your truth. Live your truth until that doctor bill hits, right? Live your truth until you get the notice that you got something that you can't get rid of. Shame used to be a guardrail to protect us from the dangers of crashing out, dying, and getting hurt. A little bit of embarrassment may have hurt, but it course corrected you quickly. And now you got young girls who's maintaining their purity. They get mocked today. But there's a cost, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just STDs. What's happening today? Everybody is medicated. Exactly, MR. Everybody's medicated. Are you medicated? I want you to get better if you're medicated. But I wonder, did you fall for the okie doke? I know I did in a lot of ways. I fell for the nonsense. The gym saved my life. Working out and getting into fitness 17 years ago helped me. Anxiety and depression, bonding issues. They talk about pair bonding. Gentlemen, how can you pair bond? Ladies, let me talk to the ladies. How can you pair bond? How can you enjoy something with your husband when you have the thought of 30 other guys in your mind? How can you enjoy something with your wife if you got 70 other women on your mind? Pair bonding is not happening because people have too many memories of people that should have never been there to begin with. But that's what hookup culture taught us. And there was no shame. It was shameless. It was do it and be proud of it. They had festivals surrounding it. And I know I come down on the women. I do. I'm super big on coming down on the ladies. But men, you need shame too. Men, you need shame too. Because we got these guys, especially the younger guys, who don't, you know what men are? They are professional. They're professionals at breaking up. Nobody knows how to stay together anymore. There used to be an art to staying together. Now it's an art to breaking up. Everybody knows how to break up. Have you noticed that everybody is an expert at getting rid of somebody? Men are out here dodging shame, ghosting, cheating, dodging responsibility. Not a lot of men, small percentage, but it's enough that we need to talk about it. We know how to get rid of somebody. Oh, we know how to do that real good. Get what you want and you out. Who knows how to stay with somebody? Who knows when you get mad, you don't run? When somebody says something to you that you don't like to hear, you don't run. You don't say, I'm not going. I don't want to go out. Who gets into a fight or a disagreement or argument and then suddenly doesn't want to run, but wants to say, okay, you know what? Let's talk it out calmly and cool. Let me hear what you have to say. Who listens to understand as opposed to just respond and run? Who ghosts after the first sign of adversity? Is that you? Is that you? We got 100 and something people over here. We got 118 people over here at TikTok. 100, now it's up to 140. Listen, how many of you at TikTok run every time somebody tell you about yourself? YouTube, how many times do you run when somebody lets you know that you did something that you had no business doing? When you are corrected on your behavior, are you a snowflake? Do you crush under pressure? You melt under pressure, just like a snowflake that falls from the sky. And then you put it between your fingers and look at, next thing you know, it's just water. When you are shamed for something that you should be shameful about, do you crack and break under pressure? If we had more men being shamed for their shitty and bad behavior, maybe we'd have more stand-up guys instead of these players out here leaving wreckage, hurting women. Maybe if we had more men to let other men know how he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. I know most men do this by and large. It's not really a male issue here, but I do want to get on the men. And those men that do put that pressure on them, keep your foot on the gas on those dudes. Let them know when you see it fuck up, let them know that they fucking up. No excuses is the motto over here at the SR Army. No excuses. Listen, guys. I want a national movement. I got all these national. How many national movements have I had in the last week? 2 or 3? I want another national movement. Bring shame back. Because shame is not about cruelty. It's not. Shame is a compass on the map to prosperity and success. Shame is a compass. It's not about being mean, ill, or mean-spirited. Shame has kept communities tight, kept people striving. Think about think about Pawpaw and Nana and Granny. It kept communities on course. Because if one person in the family deviated, the family either course corrected them, let them know how they screwed up and they fixed it, or they cut them off so they can keep on moving down the road. Right now, everybody's all over the fucking place. Nobody can be corrected. Nobody can be told where they screwed up. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong anymore. Nobody screws up anymore. Everybody's right and the world is wrong. You are the only thing right in a wrong world nowadays. Right now, man, we're just, it feels to me like we're just drifting in a feel-good fog. Everybody's just floating around, not taking accountability for any fucking thing. Pretending that every choice that everybody makes is equal when it's not. Let's bring shame back, you guys. And I don't want to bring shame back to punish people. I don't want to punish anybody. I don't want to bring shame back to hurt people, to ridicule people publicly. Think about, oh, that's what I was telling you guys about the TV shows. We were talking about Eminem. We were talking about Eminem with the movie 8 Mile. I don't know how many people watched Game of Thrones. You guys remember the TV show on HBO, Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones, there was one of the episodes, I forget which episode it was, and they had the woman walking through the town butt naked. I don't even remember what she did because I didn't really watch it. It was my mom and my ex, they used to watch it, and so I catch an episode or I catch a piece of an episode. But I do remember that scene where that woman was walking through the town butt naked, and everybody was looking at her and they were saying shame, and they had like a bell in their hand. Shame. 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 Like when you did something bad back in those days, the whole town knew what you did. Shame. Shame. Do something different. Yeah, exactly. Shame. Shame. You got to catch that scene. Do something different. Shame. And everybody knew that you made a mistake. It's not, listen, I'm not trying to go back to the draconian times where when you screw up, you got to strip all your clothes off and walk down the middle of the block and all the neighbors come out and look at you. Although I think that would work. I ain't gonna hold you. I think that'll work. Hoo-ah. I don't want to punish people. I want to push people. I want to push people to do better when you know that you can. It's not about safe spaces, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tear those down. It's not about shameless hookups, ladies, and giving yourself away, the most precious thing that you have to give to a man, to any old man that you don't even fucking know his name. It's about building tougher men, gentlemen, and protecting our women from a culture that's failing them. We need more protectors and providers. We need more protectors and providers who can protect our women from a culture that's failing them. I appreciate you guys being here. Chaos is in the back. You know what? I'm going to do the intermission this time. After the intermission, we're going to come back. If anybody wants to come up, you guys want to talk on the panel over here at YouTube, TikTok. If you guys want to swing over to YouTube, just type my name, Shannon Rawls, in YouTube. You'll see that I'm live over there. You guys can come up on the panel. We'll talk. Let's run to the intermission, and I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Chaos, I'll pull you up then.
Luna. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré. de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más.
I don't know what the hell.
Yes.
What up, Chaos?
What's good, man? What's good? How you doing, Shannon? How's everything?
Good, man. Hold on a second. I'm hearing some. The audio is sounding really.
Let me see. That's me. That's me. I got my mic on.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me hold on a second. I don't think it's you. It might be you, Chaos. I don't think it is. All right, Chaos, you there?
Yeah, let me turn off this. Do you hear anything in the background, like any heat?
Yeah, it's like an echo or something. I don't know if I can hear that on. I don't know if people can hear it on the YouTube.
No, the echoes should be known because I mute my YouTube.
Okay, no, you sound clear now. I don't know what happened. It could be my system because I did do an update today. Anyways, What's up, man? Glad to have you here, bro.
What's good, man? What's good, man? Yeah, not here to echo, but we'll fight for it. We'll fight for it. In regards to shame, them parents, they don't want to shame their daughter because it's gonna admit the guilt. She up here crying in tears, saying, "I was going through emotional distress," and said, "Okay, but what does have to do for you hitting a woman in a competition where the whole world sees this?
Nothing.
Embarrassing not only yourself but also embarrassing Black women, because if you look throughout the last couple decades, you never seen this in sports, especially in the, I would say, the short what do you call it? Infant stages of collegiate Olympics. When we start with the high school stage, because that's the infant style. High school is the infant, and once you get to college, you're almost a teenager, and then when you get to Olympics, you're actually adult stage. You get me? This is like the beginning stage, and you put yourself in front in a bad way for the whole world to see that you are not a person that does not like to lose, and you're pretty much, how you can say, a sore loser.
Sore loser. I was gonna say, straight up sore loser.
Very sore loser. It's sad. It's sad. And I've saw it a few times now. I'm not sure I was gonna really talk about it because I'm gonna sit back and just contemplating, thinking about it. I did laugh after it started resonating towards me, but when I think about it, say, my God, this is very much a bad look. So when people are out there with this young teenager that's probably going to turn 17, just like the girl, because they're both the same age, born in the 2000s, that anybody that's in front of you, you go to school, which you're still a part of school, I think last time I checked, you're going to be looked down on. People are going to make fun of you. They're going to say some things. You feel the stress that you have not seen. You're going to be so overwhelmed of the backlash. And the audacity, you could at least make an apology. So that way, people, if they shame you, it'd be respectful. But now you're not even doing this. So now, what's happened to is respectful. Because usually there's punishment for actions like this. You think that you doing this, that no one's going to really say nothing to you, young girl? Really? Your parents might not say nothing to you. Well, last time I checked, they might not say nothing to you and behind closed doors. But we all know that the whole world sees it, and they're gonna let you know your actions, and it's not gonna be fair. I heard rumors. Some people say that she should not participate in more track events.
Chaos. Hold on. You were clear, then you started going bad again.
Oh, you hear me good? You hear me? I think I'm far away from the mic. I was saying this. Some people said she should be banned from all future events, even possibly if she's going to get a scholarship. If she was going to get that, I doubt that's going to happen, because this made news worldwide.
Worldwide, right?
This is not something that you could just hide in your own neighborhood. This was spread. that now, with the help of social media, it spread even further. You up here crying tears and didn't even make an attempt to apologize or do anything that say, it would give more respect for the people that say, okay, maybe she was fed up and then she took accountability. You didn't take no accountability. There's someone in hell that anybody that's smart that's gonna give you a scholarship or say you should be part of any more track events in the future. You're not even showing that now.
But
We have black
but it was confirmed by her. The reason, she's a baby, so I could imagine she would have done the right thing if she had the right guidance. But it's the parents that got me to work, that got me bent tight. The fact that the fact that her father was there, like when I realized that there was a father in the picture, I was like, what the hell is going on here? So if she's not apologizing for hitting this girl in the back of the head with this baton, where did she learn to not do that? Where did she learn to not apologize? When I looked at what her mama said, and that right there explained to me that the parenting and the shame that we need to bring back needs to actually start with older people who's apparently afraid to do it or don't want to admit that they raised their children bad. So
let's go for these are parents that are unfortunately millennials. I'm convinced these are millennial parents, and we all know every generation they try to take it easier with their children that they have because what they're going for. And I said no, the tightness of parenting should be even more tighter as we become adults, because how society is structured now, they're making children more antisocial, more or less accountable, and they feel the world is entitled to them. Your parent has to be very strict now moving forward. You can't relax. How we grew up with our parents, when we have kids, it should be even more amplified. And it should be done in a more intellectual way. And when I mean intellectual way, I mean you don't take the domestic discipline as the first pre-course. You have to discipline your child. Yeah, you hear me? It has to be done, because think about it, that's the first thing people say. Well, so you talk about discipline. No, you have to be intelligent. You have to be smart now how you discipline your children moving forward. You get me? Always see, my thing is this, Shannon. Anytime you hear parents, especially mothers, that are raising their children, because most of them are raising these children by themselves. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Your first recourse is to always take a domestic discipline action towards your children. No, you do not do that. You get me? Your discipline has to be more strategized. You're going to think more than where your kids are thinking, because they're in a environment of technology. They're going to look at you and feel so they're going to get away with some things because you're not up to the times. No, you should be not only up to the times, but you should understand the games they will possibly play on you. And your discipline has to be very strict. It has to make a mark. I think with this girl, with her mother, it makes you think of the father. Who's running the pants in that family?
You know it ain't him. You know it ain't him.
It's not him. And it says you have a daughter that thinks the world owes her something, that she could do anything and there should not be consequence. Regardless, she's not an adult yet. Still, in this society, we as men, we understand this, that you girls are going to get worse, because if your parents not teaching you properly, you feel you could do anything out here and there should be no consequence. Don't believe that. But you see, because it was an attack done to another black girl, what do you expect, Shannon? Usually girls nowadays, if you see these girls on social media, when they engage in Mortal Kombat, it's nasty. The only reason why you don't see it in this event, because this is a professional event. Now, we all know she got hit in the head. She could have stopped and turned around and pop her, but she can't, because she was knocked off guard when that happened. That's why you see what happened, and then she had to walk out of the way, because anything she would do to take a reaction would be bad on her end. You get me? Because I saw it. She swung and hit her in the back of the head and made her stop and drop, trying to hold her head, because she felt some knocking her head hard. So it threw her off.
And didn't console her or address her after she hit her when she fell to the ground.
No, she just kept running. And the reason why she kept running, because she think no one's going to see that.
Yeah.
They think it was going to be ours. But when they go back to the tape and they see what happened and they rewind it back constantly, we all know, say, no. This is not something that it was an accident, this is intentional. Now, normally people would do if they feel they were going to lose, Shannon. We all know what runners would do. They would normally fall and trip over the other runner and be there. But when you take a physical assault, that's intentional. That was not smart. Now you felt unnecessary. I slipped and fell. Maybe it
She
probably might
raised
come
that
in.
hand. Chaos. She raised that hand. She was winning. She raised that hand and clocked her in the back of the head with that baton. She was, it's talking about, I know my intentions. I know my heart. I would never do such a thing. Then why'd you do it? And my thing is, let's say, for instance, you were possessed. Let's say you were possessed and something came over you, a spirit came over you and forced you to do it. My thing is, apology. I don't know if she's apologized yet. Maybe yesterday she did. Maybe today. But that track meet was Saturday. That family hadn't gotten an apology up until Tuesday. So the fact that she didn't take any accountability is my issue, and that's why I wanted to do the Tonight Show about bring shame back, because I don't care about crocodile tears. I don't care about, oh, please, you have to understand where my heart is. The grave is filled with good intentions, with people with good intentions. So is the jail. Jail is filled with people with good intentions. You know what it reminds me of? Remember that Biggie Small song where Biggie Small opened up and he was like, this song goes out to everybody that was hating on me when I was hustling in front of my apartment trying to feed my daughter. That was cool in the 90s when it came out, but it made you think later, like, wait a minute, so you were selling dope to somebody else's daughter so you can have money to feed yours? Yeah. It's like little shit like that. It's like you gonna kill somebody else's family so you can keep yours alive. That's crazy to me. But you didn't look at it like that. And that's why when people make songs like that, we can't just bop our head. We gotta say, wait a minute, man, that's not cool. That's a shameful thing. Biggie, I get it. You wanted to take care of your kids. Notorious B.I.G., I get it. You wanted to make sure that your daughter had food and had clothes and was safely went to school. But you can't sell dope to somebody else's daughter, father, uncle, sister, cousin, auntie, whoever it is. You can't sell dope to one neighbor just so you can have money to feed your children. That's not how that works. If you need to get money to feed your kids, go to work. Otherwise, I'm gonna shame you for what you're doing. And if we start bringing shame back, I think we can course correct. It may not happen in the next 5 years, 10 years, maybe even 20. But I know it got us this far. And if we don't let people know what their problems are, then why would anybody fix it? The first step to recovery in alcohol in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, is to recognize that you have a problem. I'm not the people in AA. I'm certainly they don't go in there just shaming motherfuckers like, oh, ha, you are alcoholic, get your shit together. No, but you have to recognize and acknowledge the issue. Right now, we are not even acknowledging problems, and if you even attempt to do so, you're browbeat, and it discourages people to even try to tell anybody what the fuck they're doing wrong. I have a problem with that, man. I don't have a problem with being course corrected whenever I screw up. I encourage people. I tell people all the time, tell me when I'm screwing up, and don't tell me later after I done did it 7 times and now you let it build up and you want to explode on me. I don't want to hear it then. I want to hear it at the time I fuck up. When Shannon fucks up on anything, whether I don't put the peanut butter back in the cabinet, whether I don't park the car right, or whatever it is, wherever I screw up, tell me then so I can fix my problems. I wish more people had that attitude. They just unfortunately don't.
And they won't. And that's the sad thing about accountability and shame needs to be brought back in the community. I mean, we all know enough men, depending on their circumstances, are going to be shamed and be held accountable more than anything else. And the other side wish it doesn't happen to them. And that's not how the world works. You get me? I think with black men, with their podcasting and their mics for the last decade, or even let's say more than like 6 and 17 years since, and going even harder, that a lot of women, especially women in our community, are very uncomfortable because one thing they know, if there's the right black man with the right podcast spreading an actual message, it's gonna make them nervous because now it's gonna start making other men take either action, voice their opinion, and they don't like it because they can't be around an environment when black men start saying things that they don't like. Because they like to be in an environment that's full of the chaos. No order, just pure rain. and that's how a lot of women like.
I
Yes,
like how
that's
you
how they
did
like
that.
it.
I like
Yeah,
how you
that's
did
how
that.
they like it. That's how they like it. So when a lot of men are voicing pain, they are actually restoring some form of order. And the first stage is to identify it and let you know, and make you know it's not right. You get me?
Yeah,
And
man.
it's not gonna be always favorable, and I get it. But someone has to do it. Because a lot of you ladies nowadays, you're gonna continue doing what you're doing comfortably. Hell, I just saw some video that's making its rounds of one of the singers from Envoy been living in her car
Oh
now for some time.
yeah, Dawn, the singer from.
And
I grew up on In Vogue.
yeah,
You
they're the
know.
same age too. You get me?
Yeah, they
Well,
are.
actually, maybe yeah, roughly the same age. Yeah, some people say wait. So I know that they made millions of dollars when they were part of the group, the tours. And I'm saying now you got a point now that almost pushing 60 and you're homeless. So it
3
makes me want to say
years sleeping in
what?
her car for 3. She been a Dawn from In Vogue. She said she been sleeping in her car for 3 years.
So it makes me wonder what happens after the alleged music career for a lot of these artists. Are you going to turn to be bums, or are you going to still
Right.
be somewhat of purpose in this society? Because last time I checked, there are some men that were artists too, and some either are still alive, unfortunately, or they doing fine, or maybe some might be bums. But when I find with the ladies now, this is starting to have a trend now. I know some women are homeless, and some are saying they just give up and they want to spend money, they want to be bums. So with the lady with Envo that would admit this, there are women on social media, Shannon, that's already saying they've been living out in their cars the last few years
Hey,
after the
winter is
lockdown.
coming.
Yeah.
We
So
said it, winter is coming, right?
so it lets me know saying a lot of you ladies that said you don't want to deal with a man or don't want to be in any man's program, there is a consequences. I'm sorry. You get me? I don't want this to happen to you, but it's shameful to find say men get shamed regardless. It's like this, Shannon. If we don't do what we have to do, there's only death or homelessness for men. There's no in
Right.
between. You get me? No person
Right.
gonna look down. But when you ladies, it's very weird and very, how can I say this? It's shameful to find that not only you lived your life the way it is, but now you're comfortable just saying you hang up at a point in life and say and telling other women that this is the way to go. I'm not down with that. No woman should accept this shit at all. And matter of fact, Miss the lady from Envoy or any woman that is in a car homeless should be a telling sign to know you ladies that this is not the life you want to be. I don't care what you do in life if you have a good career. That could
Right.
go any minute now. And if you're not a person that willing to pay your way as a woman, if you're not turned to the prostitution, which is OnlyFans, which is I don't recommend, I don't advocate that. But if you're not able to settle down with some men and make a life, that is the future of a whole lot of y'all. You
That's
get
what's
me?
coming down the
And,
right.
and,
That's the only other option. All
and
right,
here's my thing.
Chaos.
And one last thing I want to say. I know a lot of dudes in the space that hate what black men are doing. I don't hate nothing. I just sit there, observe, and want the best for enough black men. And there's some men that's hating on what other black men are doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think I know why they do it, because they do it for clicks and views. And really, if let's be honest, if you hate what black men do in progressive, either having events, helping work with other black men, we should be condemning that. We should be honoring that. You know what I'm saying? Why are we up here fighting that? Oh, I know why, because there's some men they don't like, and because they don't like, they said, I'm gonna demonize the whole side group because I'm doing what Mr. Charlie said. Because Mr. Charlie said y'all bad, so I don't want to get in Mr. Charlie's bad grace. So you're bad. No,
Right.
we're black men. It's all we got. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it.
All right, my man.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna check out of here. I appreciate you pulling up, Chaos. Appreciate your support, man.
Yes, General. You know what I'm saying? Be waiting for that rent soon, man. So anytime you come late, I'm gonna say, yo, late, General. You know what I'm saying?
All right, for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the show tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, join the army at srarmy.com, srarmy.com, where we're taking lives to the next level. It is our mastermind group. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is just fill out the information at the bottom. Go to srarmy.com, look at the perks, fill out the information at the bottom, hit the submit button, and you're in for life. Lieutenant You can be level lieutenant. Lifetime membership is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a mastermind group where iron sharpens iron. I want you guys to join. Jump in on those morning meetings. We have the round table Zoom call, 8 o'clock a.m., 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, where we do fitness challenges, keep our mind and our body fit and trim. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. I'm Mr. Shan, the man with the plan. I've been there, done that, and not much else surprises me anymore. And you, my friends, are
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en él. Como que ella quiere disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Creo que el novio teme que su relación va a terminar. Se da cuenta que no necesita a alguien más. Quiere un selfie para su Instagram. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos babies que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. No tiene sueños, solamente en sus sueños nos ponemos risueños con un norteño y mi flow brasileño. Yo te juro que es bueno, ya me doy el palo, ese empate si lo desigualo. Me gusta lo honesto y lo malo, me traje un regalo. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos pibes que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. Dime todo lo que ella quiere, nada ha sido regalado. Entre más independiente, más quiero estar a su lado. Es de esas nenas, mata, es que más. Ella está plena la noche entera. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería. Esa chica quiere selfie.